Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Race United, and I'm back again. You can see, oh, my screen is messed up. Let me just move this a little bit, and then we can get me a bit of a full screen. Yes, I'm back again. You know how I do my things, guys. If you're here, you know today being Sunday is the live phone-in show. Smash that like button, smash the subscriber button if you know how we do our things. And let's get this thing off and running, guys. I know I'm late, but I'm here. That's all that matters. Let's do this. So, the past week we had something that was so great. A lot of people had their doubts, of course, but I told you guys there is nothing to worry about. And so, a lot of people never worried. A few people did worry, which is natural of people. It's understandable. But it's gained ground and it's still off and running. So, guys, I'll release a video sometime this week with respect to explaining how this whole KYC solutions work. However, as we're here live, if you've got any questions, you can ask me via the link that I'm going to be posting in the next few minutes, or you can post it in the comment section and I'll give you what you need, if and only if I will be able to give you some response. Guys, you know how I do my things here. Smash that like button. You're not going to be let off the hook. You need to smash the like button whilst you're here, and clearly subscribe as well. And if you're not yet a subscriber, yeah, you need to obviously do the subscription thing, and as well share the content on each and every platform that you belong in. Lately on my Twitter page, I've seen that a few people, very known accounts on Twitter, are beginning to recognize my Twitter account, which I don't even use, which means that something is going on. Something is going on. Somebody's told someone about me, and people are beginning to recognize my work, which is a good thing. Social media is all about you trying to tell the truth and not wind people up and not compete too much, overly competitive. You can't be competitive, but don't be overly competitive, because that becomes a bit of an exaggeration, guys. A bit of an exaggeration. Anyway, so enough of all my little talks. Today is definitely the Pi Phoning Show, and it's the 17th episode. Yeah, come on, 17 episodes of this. That is a lot. I remember when I started the first one, I didn't know I was going to get to two, get to three, get to four, get to five, get to six, let alone get to 17. But we are on the 17. So today, I'm going to explain a lot of things because on, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? One of those when I came live, um, I didn't explain certain things because I didn't have the time. But today we do have just about 45 minutes up to an hour to be able to, delve into things. So we will talk about a lot of things. I'll explain what the new KYC solutions is all about. And then, of course, I'll also explain a bit about how to retrieve your passphrase. And I'll also talk about Mainnet migration, which is next. That's the next big thing. So, yeah, guys, keep everything running. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna pick up some of the. I made some notes. I need to pick it up because yeah, it's gonna be absolutely wonderful. So let me just pick that up, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'll pick it up, and I will be back. So let me just put something on the screen to cover it up so we can. I didn't post this anyway. Let's see. Do I have anything at the background? All right, I'm going to take myself off. You're going to see the background. I'll be back in a minute. Please give me a minute. All right, so I'm back. Yeah, everybody's run away, but it doesn't matter. Even if I have one person here, I'll still be happy. So I'm back. Yes. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. Um, I'm definitely going to talk about the mass KYC release, which a lot of people might understand. Certain people don't understand. Certain people are caught in limbo. And I'm also going to talk about, let me see, the application slots obviously ramping up. And I'll also gloat a bit about something that I spoke about a few weeks ago or months ago, that a lot of people didn't even buy into. And now people will realize that what I said a few weeks ago came to pass. Don't forget, smash that like button. I know today is going to be one of those days that we might not get a lot of people viewing because a lot of people are obviously in this for their own personal gains. So they're not more of team players, if you know what I mean. And the people here are the team players whom I appreciate so much. So the ones that are individualistic, they don't come here when we're talking about very important things. But don't worry about that, guys. Those of you that are here, you know you're here to gain and not to just take off people, but you're also here to give back, which is the most important thing. And obviously, loyalty is a very important thing. When you're loyal, you gain eventually. When you're not loyal and you're in for your own personal gain, unfortunately, it will come back to bite you. So yes, we know that. Now, Nicholas Kokali spoke about a lot of things the other time, which some of you may not have taken heed to. So I'm going to talk about that. I'll also talk about probably I'll explain something about the Pi lockup commitment. It's also important because the Pi lockup commitment is something that certain people also don't understand properly. I'll explain a bit about that, and then I'll go a bit into the new rewards boost that they've given. That too, I know certain people will be like, "Oh, what's going on here?" and so on and so forth. So we'll talk about that. But before that, please don't forget smash the like buttons if you just joined. It will be important that you do so. That is the only way, as long as you're not paying, that's the only way you can help the channel grow. You know what I'm saying? So do that and let's get this off and running. Wherever it is you're watching from, let me know as well. I'm going to give you a shout out very soon before I commence. So the shout out is about to happen. So let me just give it while we're here. So let me see who is here. I know I was a bit late, so some of you might have joined quite early. So let's see. So my usual suspects, first and foremost, Rwanu, he was the first to be here. I don't know how to pronounce this, but how many days time will be given to complete KYC once rolled out? KYC is rolled out, my friend. It's just you have to remain patient. I'm going to explain a lot about that very, very soon. Terry Reed, my guy from Oregon, is here. Obviously, saying I'm his favorite pie guy. I hope so. I hope so. Shout out to the beautiful wifey, Mrs. Reed. Yeah, he's giving props to his wife. It's all good. Pie till we die. LOL, new slogan. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, my guy. Terry Reed, your intro is the loudest intro on YouTube. Wakes the wife up when I can't find the remote. Just telling you, no disrespect. I know. I love my intro, man. It's one of the best. The Wiz is here, my guy. He's here. Jonathan is here as well. Yes, the word is definitely peace. We all know that. And that's what we want in the world. We want peace. No war. Peace. That's what we want, my guys. The Wiz, that's a nice one that Jonathan, let's pie together. Obviously, they were having their own chats. Let me see here. Adagotla. Let me pronounce it properly. Adagotla Maria Georgia. Okay, I'll call you Maria. So let's see what Maria is saying, if I'm right. Some YouTubers said that the KYC process should start within 15 minutes of triggering the rollout. If not, the chance will pass to another person. Is it possible to complete KYC with this restriction? I'm going to talk about that. That's a very important one. This is a very important one. I'm going to talk about that as well. Very, very important. I'm going to talk about that. And remind me, please, if I forget, remind me, because this is a very important topic I need to talk about so all of you will understand. Good evening, Brad Ray. Joy to see you always. Who else is here? Emmanuel John, good afternoon, sir. Now, Emmanuel John, I'm going to tell you, if your network is not good, please phone without your cam or your camera. Just phone and use your voice and everybody will still hear you. All right, Emmanuel John? No offense. Victor, what's up, man? Bob Safa, also here. Good day, all pioneers. Happy mining to all. Amar is here. Always from Nepal, of course. We've got Sunny. Good afternoon, Ray. We've got Markson. We've got Vinay, Wait KYC, and then Ranjit also here. Hello, bro. When pop-up comes, how long will it stay on the screen? What? Yeah, many say 15 minutes will be a problem. Listen, I think I know what's happening here. Now I'm about to explain this. Pi KYC Solution explains. I'm about to explain. Now, Maria, remind me of what you just said. If you can resend the message, I'm going to talk about this. Very, very, very important. This is why I'm here today. I'm here today because of this KYC Solutions whole thing that a lot of people are murmuring about. So let me tell you. So mass KYC was rolled out immediately after Pi Day, which was on the it was actually rolled out on 3:14 a.m. Pacific time, 10:14 GMT, 11:14 Lagos time, 2:14 p.m. Melbourne time. That's when it was released officially. Pi KYC rollout. Now, some people may say it was mass KYC. I don't call it that. I call it KYC by invitation. Now, if all of you remember, the ones that have been watching me for months now, if you remember, I put a poll out there and I asked you, do you want mass KYC? Do you want KYC by invitation, or do you want the batches one? 80 something percent or 90 something percent said they wanted mass KYC. And what did I tell you? I wanted KYC by invitation. The reason why I said that was because many of you didn't understand then. You were all about mass KYC, and I knew it was going to happen. But when it happened, you see what happened. The server was jammed. Nobody could get KYC'd on the day, which was on the in UK was on the 15th. We could call it that. The time was 10:14 a.m. GMT UK time, and when it was released, it was jammed. There was traffic on the network, and people couldn't get KYC'd because everybody thought it was mass KYC, but that wasn't the case. They didn't listen to what Nicholas Kokalis said. This is what he said. He said the application slot will ramp up steadily. Steadily. That's what he said. He said you will receive a pop-up in the mining app when you are eligible to apply. Now, your eligibility is always based on you verifying your name or your number. Remember, I've been preaching about that for months on in now. Verifying your name and number or number. And if you do that, then you will be eligible to apply for KYC. And once that happens, you'll be in line. Everybody is in line in the queue to get their pop-up. If you don't get your pop-up, you need to keep an eye on it. You need to keep your notifications on your phone on for Pi. You understand? So just say that any message that comes from the core team, you should be notified, which means your notification has to be on. If it's not on, you're going to be in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Now, when I say trouble, I don't mean trouble as in trouble. You're going to be in limbo. You're going to be like, oh, I received it, but it's disappeared because you didn't put your pop-up on. Your notification button wasn't pressed. Just like you don't press notification button on my channel. It's very important that you press that. Now, once you do that, it will be good. However, you can also open the Pi browser to see if the KYC application is available to you. That's also another thing you could do. You could open the Pi browser app, go to the KYC tool and press it to see if it's open to you. Because it's not just the 15-minute slot that you're going to get, the 15-minute grace period you're going to get for the KYC by invitation. You're also going to get the means to be able to apply through the Pi browser. So it's not just that, but some people might be invited randomly. I was invited almost 1.5 years ago to do the KYC. If you remember, I told you guys during the countdown to Pi Day, I think one of them, I did tell you that I was invited to do it. 100,000 of us were invited at that time. And I was one of those who was lucky to get invited to do my KYC via Yoti. And I got that done. You get what I'm saying? So I was lucky then because we're one of the earlier people. That's the perks you get for being one of the earlier members of Pi. You get what I'm saying? That's the perks you get. So that's what you should do, guys. So patience is so important. Nobody should rush. Keep mining at a higher rate. Make sure you get your rewards. Remember? So if you're a node, you're going to get some points there, a reward. If you're a contributor, you're going to get rewards for obviously using the Pi app, whatever it is, Pi browser app. You go there, go to Pi wallet, check things out, go to the Pi blockchain app, a tool, check things up, everything, everything. The developers, they brainstorm, chats, check everything, be active there so you can gain more rewards. You get what I'm saying? If you don't do that, your rewards are going to be zero, and you don't want that. Otherwise, you're going to keep maintaining your base mining rate plus your other ones without having to gain anything. And of course, they said, now this is very important. Furthermore, the KYC Validator workflow will be open, which will be powered by the Pioneer community. Very important. So once you're KYC'd, you'll be given the opportunity to become a validator if you choose to. If you want to become a validator, once you're KYC'd, the opportunity will be given, and you can become a KYC validator in your region, your territory, your country, your city, your town, your village, wherever. You can become a validator as long as you have been KYC'd successfully. You get what I'm saying? So that's another one. And then KYC pioneers can apply to become validators to join the workforce and help validate other KYC applicants. You get what I'm saying? Now that's important. So when you're KYC'd, you will be able to do that. That's extremely important. I'll be doing a video which I'll release and explain a lot more things about the KYC by invitation, because this is something that I spoke about months ago. I said that is what I believe should happen. And fortunately for me, I'm one of those that was listened to. I was lucky. I was one of those whose cries were, taken heed of or taken heed into. So I'm glad that they did that, because I always knew that if they did the mass KYC, it was going to jam the system and we won't be able to do anything. We won't be able to even go and check our Pi. So this is perfect. If you're not invited, whatever you do, you're not going to get KYC for now. However, you could be given the opportunity as well to get KYC at any time, which will be random and nobody's going to know that it could be you, but just keep checking every now and then. Keep checking. So that will happen. And then validators will be rewarded with Pi paid by KYC applicants. Again, if you're a validator, you will be rewarded by Pi paid by the applicants. I think it's 1 Pi or so, something like that. And then KYC Solutions was designed and innovated to scale through machine automation and decentralized human validation. Example, now this is an example. As more pioneers get KYC'd, there will likely be more human validators available to validate others. You understand? So this is very important. They're trying to scale everything, scale through the machine automation and decentralized human validation. You get what I'm saying? So it will help with people getting KYC'd, and of course, because we want it to be quick, so we can get into the open network as soon as possible. And so that's what we're going to do. And then, of course, you need to remember to maintain Pioneer's data security and privacy. The Pi core team have designed special process where human verifiers will have access to limited or obfuscated data on the identity card only as needed, not having access to complete data of a pioneer. So it's not like they're gonna have a complete information on your data. They will not have that. They will have a redacted version. So what they need is what they're gonna see. You understand? Maybe your face, your name, and that. They will not see your passport details, your driver license details, your national ID details, or your NIN slip details. They will not see that. But certain important information which will help validate your ID is what they're going to do. You get what I'm saying? So just look at that. And I've got friends who intend to be validators. I don't think I'll become one because I don't have time. Simple as that. You know what I mean? I don't have time, so I can't become one. But I would always applaud anyone that wants to become a validator, and that would help. Very important. I'm glad that we've been able to do this so far. Let me check something on my phone very quickly. And guys, keep your questions coming anyway. Keep your questions coming. I'll be glad to answer your queries, of course. Any query you've got, you know me, I'm always here. So let's see how it goes, guys. Like buttons, please smash that like button. Don't forget, very important, smash it. That also helps the algorithm, of course. Sorry, let me see if I've got anybody's comments. Ada saying, hey Ray, what's the estimation of starting the actual closed mainnet and open network? Closed network, I would say as many people as is required to get KYC once acquired would trigger the enclosed network to be live or off and running. But at the moment, as we speak, it's not gone live. It's still in process, but it's not gone live. So it's all because the KYC process. I don't think it's going as fast as they wanted it to be honest. So because we've got 33 plus million people, and if you've got a few tens of thousands getting KYC a day, that is not enough to push. Because if you've got like a few tens of thousands, then you're talking about a few hundreds of thousands per month. That is not enough. You need hundreds of thousands to get KYC per day, so you can get a few millions per month, which means that in 3 months' time, if you've got between 8 to 10 million people KYC'd, then you can comfortably say, okay, you want the open network to gain ground. But if you don't have as many people, you can't do that because you still need a lot more people on the network performing what they have to. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that is something that the core team is looking into. So it's important that we all do that. It's important that we do that. So if you've got any questions with respect to what I've just talked about, because I'm going to move on to the next topic. So if you've got any questions with respect to the KYC, you could just drop it into the chat section, the live chat section, and I would give a response to it. If not, forever hold your peace, my friends. I'm gonna send in the link, so whoever is willing to, whoever is willing to, yep. So I've pinned it to the chat. So if you want to, yeah, I've pinned it to the chat. So if you want to call in, the opportunity is now to do that. So I'm gonna move to the next one. I'm gonna move to. Let me see what somebody is saying here. I'm going to move to the next one. Okay, I guess Open Network might be on the second Pi day. No, it's not 14th of June. It's 28th of June. It could be on that day. It could be on that day. But for now, let's not speculate. I made a video, obviously, predicting that it could be on that day. So you could go watch the video. And yeah, very soon I'll post it. I'll repost it as a flashback for people to be reminded of the fact that I was the first to do that, of course, and I can boast of that because the date and the timestamp is there for everyone to see. Well, if the voter's ID is okay, then it wouldn't be a problem. If the voter's ID is okay, I don't know if it's okay. I know the NIN slip is okay for validators to perform what they have to do, but if the voter's ID is okay, then that shouldn't be a problem at all. Yeah, so we can look at that as well. Anyway, let me move to the next topic, important topic. New rewards boosts begin. That I'll just go through it very quickly. So the new rewards boost, we know that has happened. Of course, I've seen mine. It's interesting. I've seen it, and I actually love it. To be honest, I wake up and it's different. I wake up the next day is different. I wake up the next day is different. Actually, let me check what it is today. I don't even know what it is today, but let's see. Yeah, it's still the same. It's still the same. So I've got my nodes one, my utility one is not much, but my nodes one is okay. So yeah, it's interesting to be honest. I've got somebody wanting to phone in. So let's see. That's Amar. Amar, good afternoon.
Hello,
Yeah.
namaste. Namaste, brother.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How I'm doing good. How about you?
Yes, I'm great. I'm great. How's it going where you're at? How's it going?
Everything is going good. If we talk about Pi, that also is going good. I must tell you.
All right, that's great.
Because
Yeah.
because Pi is the first mobile application that we can mine cryptocurrency through our phone.
Definitely.
And after that there comes so many applications, and and you must watch the the condition of that apps, because they were always in hurry.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you hurry, you're gonna get nothing. That's important.
Yep. No, you're right. We just have to be patient. Like Nicholas Kokales said, it's a process, and very soon I'm going to talk about the Pi migration because that's the next big step, the Pi migration. So whatever anybody talks about, we're not going to get into open network until we get to Pi migration, which means that your Pi is being migrated, transferred from your wherever it is to your Pi wallet. You get what I'm saying? So that is the next big thing. Yeah, that's the next big thing that's going to happen. So people should be patient because everything is in steps. So they should remember that the next big thing.
We must remember. We must remember that we are also human, and our core team are also human. They can also make mistakes, and they will learn and they will improve. We must admit that.
Of course, they're human beings, and human beings are bound to make mistakes, and that's why we are human beings. So we make our mistakes and we correct it, and we learn from that, and we move on. This whole process, if they were to tell you the errors that had happened before we got to this stage, you will not even know. The other day when I was doing my live shows of the countdown, I told people the journey
they are improving, man.
Sir. You understand? I told
they are
people
improving. They are improving a lot.
Yes, Pi had a lot of errors. They had a lot of bugs in the beginning, but those bugs have been curved. And they've been curved, and now we don't have a lot of bugs. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things.
But after mainnet, they have no choice. Whatever they can have a mistakes, it's before mainnet. And they are doing that. They are making mistakes and they are learning and they are improving whatever it is before mainnet. If after mainnet they commit mistake, everything will go.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's a lot is going on, and people should understand that the Pi core team are here to help everybody. They're not here to make money off us, but they're here to help people find their way in society through this cryptocurrency that they've created. You get what I'm saying? So I think people should embrace it. People should be happy about it, and help the network grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You get what I'm saying? So yeah,
and we must admit that. We must admit that it's a Pi network itself is a baby. Is handled by core team. Handled by core team, and we are there to support, to that certain baby.
Absolutely.
And if we go wrong,
Thank you so much for coming on. Yeah. All right. Bye. So that's Amma. Of course, he's one of my regulars. He comes here regularly. Last week he couldn't come often because of the timing of the countdown, obviously, but he's here now, so that's all that matters. So yes, it's true. Pi Network has, it's a whole process, and there's a lot that's going on. Anyway, let me continue. So the new rewards boosts began. They began on the very day that we went on to. I mean, when we got onto Pi Day. So it happened from the 14th of March, and since then we've all seen our rewards increase in some way, shape, or form. And it's interesting to see what's happening. It's really interesting. But you must know that after a month, the distribution the distribution of Pi is going to also change, which means that remember the reduction formula that they had. You also don't have to forget that. So it's going to happen. So our base mining rate is going to reduce slightly, fractionally, very small, minute, but you might see it. It might reduce from what it is now to something else, not too significant, but you will see it if you're observant. And it will gradually be decreasing because the amount of Pi in circulation will be a lot more in future. So you need to decrease the base mining rate. Hence, scarcity will be created. It's all about scarcity. You understand what I'm saying? So that is one of the main things that will be happening. And so yes, the new rewards are interesting to see, to look at, and I like that. You get what I'm saying? I like that. So let me go into the comment section and see what people are Again, somebody saying he's tired of waiting. Well, waiting is a good thing in a way. You just need to be patient, 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 patient. Uh, yeah. So if you're new here, and then yep. So I've got somebody who's also saying that yeah, Bob is saying be patient, Ranjit. We will get there soon. Yeah, I mean patience is a virtue. If you have patience, good things come to you. I mean, you're 70 years old. I respect you a lot. I know you've gone through a lot in life. You've seen so much. However, I know that in the position I'm in right now, with regards to having this YouTube channel, I have the platform to tell you, my friend Ranjit, that be patient. I don't know when you started mining. I don't know when, but I started mining back in the beginning, or when things were really at the infancy. And trust me, if somebody like me started at that time and I didn't relent, then I would advise you not to. I'll advise you to be as patient as you can, because good things always come to those that wait patiently, of course, patiently. So yes, I know, I understand where you're coming from, Ranjit, but be patient. All right. Okay, let me move to the next one. Remember, the link is still there, so don't forget about that. The link is there. It's pinned to the chat, so you can see it. So don't it's right there. So that's the link. You can call in if you want to contribute to what we're talking about, or ask a question, or just say anything that's within reason, of course. And the community will hear you out. You get what I'm saying? The community will hear you out. So I'm moving to the next topic. I don't want to waste any time. So the next topic is the Pi lockup commitment, which is locked in now as well. But now this is where I need to let you know, because we haven't yet done the migration. You get what now? This is it. Because we haven't yet done the migration, you can still alter it. But the thing is, when you commit to it, that will be the rate that will be until your next session, your next mining session. So what you can't do, don't be scared. You can try it and see if you can change it. I remember one guy last time saying he committed 100% for 3 years. You can't alter it. You can't alter it. So I think I scared you that time. Sorry about that. You can't alter it. My sources have told me. I've got one member who a member of my earning team, who actually did the same thing, 100% for 3 years, and I told him to try and see if he can adjust it, and he adjusted it to 90% for 1 year, which is sensible. So he'll be able to use 10% to do his one or two things within a year and see how it goes. You get what I'm saying? So I think you can do it. You can commit. You can commit, and you can um, adjust it, because even though the commitment is locked in, it's locked in because of the mining rates. That's what it is. So even if you change, it will not take effect until the next mining session. That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? Until the migration starts. Now, when the migration starts, whatever you lock in, you can't reduce it. You can increase it, but you can't reduce it. That's what I've been made to understand. So remember that. And don't forget, guys, if you've just joined, smash that like button. It takes only a microsecond. Smash it and help the algorithm, of course. I've not had enough. Let's get to 50 likes today if we can. If we can, let's get to 50 likes before I talk about the mainnet migration, because that will be the final topic I talk about. So before we get there, smash that like button, and that will help. And don't forget, you can also talk about, you can also ask questions. Okay, you can also ask questions. Don't forget. Let's see. Yes. So the Pi lockup commitment is a very I like that. Anytime I see it, I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen. And then of course, this is another thing that a lot of people have been trying to do. I've got a few people who've been trying to do this, how to retrieve their passphrase and so on and so forth. And some people have been able to do it, some people haven't. But if you've lost your password, then you need to remember your email and your if you've lost your passphrase, you need to remember your password. If you've lost your password, you need to remember your email. Remember, email is for recovery. So remember your email that you used, and then let's see how it goes. Understand? I have not done any of that because I haven't lost any of my passwords. Anyway, I've got one of my guys here, so let's see how it goes. Yes, my guy, what's happening?
Yeah, morning, brother.
Yeah, long time no see. Anyway, long time I haven't been here.
Yeah,
Anyway.
long time.
Yeah. What's happening?
So I have two new persons I've added about 2 days ago or so.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So when they created their account, right? They have gotten some message on their screen that I haven't seen before or I
Mm.
haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
On one of their screen it says that for new miners mining may end soon.
Is that what?
They said that mining may end soon. I have the screenshot I can send you
Oh yeah, yeah.
afterwards.
Because they're new miners, we will never see that because we're not new miners.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, we're not new miners. We'll never see that. When you join Pi newly, your screen is different for 72 hours. If you mine for 72 hours straight, after that, it's going to change to the main home screen that we all have. But within the
All right.
72 hours, as a new miner, as a new pioneer, you would see the welcome screen and they will tell you things that you need to know before you actually um, uh, start your mining process and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? So as a new miner, they're definitely going to see some things that we don't see because we are not new miners.
Yeah,
We don't need to see that. We need to see what's happening right now. But they need to see what's happening at that time that we
at
don't
that
need
time.
to do because we've gone past that stage. You get me? So yeah, it's true. When new miners join in, their home screen is different from our home screen. For
Okay.
72 hours of mining. That's what it is.
And I think it's gonna take what, like 2 months before they are able to apply for KYC or be able to be
I think
KYC.
it's 3 months or so. I think it's 3 months. 2 or 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. 3 months is what I heard. 3 months.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's
Yeah,
good.
so because they have to be like regular, consistent members. You get what I'm saying? They can't
Yeah,
just come
understand.
in and get KYC after a day or 2 or 3 days. No, it's not going to work. They have to be here, help the ecosystem, help it grow. If they don't invite people, fine, but they need to get people into the security circle, which means now this is where you need to tell them to get people into your security circle. It has to be people on your either people you've invited that you trust, that you know, or people that you've got numbers of, you've got their phone numbers who are on Pi, because when you go to the contacts, you will see the people that are on Pi that are not your members, but they're still on Pi. You can add them that you
Yeah,
know, add them to your security circle. So that's what it is. So even if they don't invite anyone, which I don't think they should do, they should invite people. That's the most important thing. But for now that they haven't, they can't really have a security circle until 72 hours. So after 72 hours, they will be able to have a security circle because they'll become contributors, not just pioneers. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah, I
so
understand.
that's what it is. And then they'll become ambassadors and so on and so forth. So ambassadors they can become now by inviting people, but contributors you can only become that when you've spent 72 hours of mining sessions, and then as a
Okay.
contributor, meaning you have a security circle and so on and so forth. So that's how
Yeah.
it works. Really, it's a process that works in that way, and it's a reasonable process. It's a reasonable
And
process.
the first time when I joined Pi, they gave us the option that we should wait like 13 days. They give us an option where we can change
Yeah,
our
change
names.
your
Yeah.
names. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah. So I
yes.
was wondering if they have that option also. The
I
new
think they do.
miners now.
They all do. When you join newly, you have the option. It's there. So
Alright.
if they put in some alias or some the names incompletely, then they will have to obviously do that, change the name so to what appears on their documents, and so they've been given the opportunity. They have the chance, to do that, and they can change it immediately without having to go through the automation system. You get what I'm saying? So they should be fine. They should be fine. But let them know that because they've just joined, they should cross-check all of that with their documents, spelling mistakes, the order in which the name appears on their documents, and so on. So obviously, and when you do that on your profile, you will not see your full name. Even if you put your full name when you're doing, you only see your first and last name. It doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean on the cloud or on the database your full name is not there. It's there. You get me? It's there. But only two of your names appear, your first and last name. Yeah. So that's
Okay.
what you need to tell them. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the info.
All right, man. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thanks a lot. Peace.
Yep. So that was the Wiz from Jamaica. That was a good contribution. Anyway, don't forget, guys, smash that like button. So as I was saying, how to retrieve your passphrase. Those of you that weren't here when we did it, let me just show you how to retrieve your passphrase. Very important. So in order to retrieve your passphrase, I'm gonna take my face. So guys, I'm back. So when that happens, of course, you're gonna see something like no, not that. I'm gonna talk about that later. But you know what I mean. So yeah. So what I showed you was that. I hope you heard me when I was speaking. Let me see. Yeah, I hope you heard me when I was speaking. But anyway, so that is how you actually retrieve it. So if you want to retrieve your thing, obviously you go to your Pi browser app, click on it, and so on, and follow the process, and you retrieve it. A lot of people have been saying they want to retrieve it, but they couldn't, and that's how you do it. All right. So finally, I'm going to talk about the mainnet migration, which is the next milestone, major milestone on the march to open network. Now, that's what Nicholas Kokalis said. He said that is the major milestone on the march to open network. So right now we have our KYCs, which is ongoing. Remember, it's ongoing. Some people have been KYC'd, some haven't been KYC'd yet. But mainnet migration is the next major milestone. Now, people will be asking, what's going to happen during that time? Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have your transferable Pi, migrated over, sent over to your Pi wallet. You get what I'm saying? Now, once that happens, you know straight away that we are going to be able to do some sort of peer-to-peer, pioneer-to-pioneer, or app-to-pioneer transactions amongst ourselves. We will be able to do that because now we have what we need, which is the Pi that we have, the percentage that we need. So for me, for instance, I have 50% of my Pi with me in the wallet, and then the rest will be in lockup. You get what I'm saying? So whatever you've locked up will be in lockup, and the rest will be with you in your wallet. That is the migration. And then that will be the next major milestone. You get what I'm saying? That will be the next major milestone. Just remember that. Let me see. Well, my friend, if you keep spamming me, I might have to put you on a timeout because I don't like it when you keep repeating the same message over and over, my friend. We're trying here to make sure that nobody is left behind. And I'm doing a little I can here. If you've got any questions, go to the chat, I think the Pioneers chat or the general English chat, or if you're wherever it is, whether you're in India or wherever, you can also get the Indian chat as well. The moderators will help you out. But here, there's nothing I can do for you, I'm afraid. I can only give you information. That's all I can do. So yes, I'm sorry that your patience is running out, but there's nothing I can do right here. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't actually spam it. I'm sorry about that, Ranjit. You didn't spam it. Please, when will I receive my pop-up? Because I've completed my checklist and I've verified everything. Listen, a lot of people have completed their checklist and they're also waiting, so you would have to wait. And when the pop-up happens, you will be the first to know, obviously, because it will be on your account. So you will be able to do something about that. All right. So don't fret. Everything is going to happen nicely for all of you. I guarantee you, it's going to happen nicely for all of you. So don't fret. All right. So, like I said, mainnet migration is definitely going to happen. It's one of the major milestones that we're on the march, which will contribute to the march to open network. So when that happens, guys, you know that we are heading towards open network when mainnet migration occurs. You get what I'm saying? And one thing I needed to say is that they said, now this is very important that you need to know, Pi apps. This is important. So we will be able to, obviously, while the migration is happening, this is what we will be able to do. So the Pi apps are certain to be released in the second quarter of this year. The Pi apps are certain to be released in the second quarter of this year. Now, second quarter, where it's still in the first quarter. Second quarter is from April. So from 1st of April is second quarter. Between 1st of April and 30th of June are the period of the second quarter. So that's when we will be able to get our Pi apps, and it will be released. So therefore, it will be official. So we'll be able to do things using our Pi apps. And then one thing I actually wanted to talk about is, which I may conclude with, is if you've not got any questions, please ask right now, because I'm going to conclude very, very soon. I don't want to go past an hour. So if you've got anything you want to ask, this is the opportunity for you to ask. I'm not going to go past an hour today. So the lines are opened and it's the Q&A, of course. So ask your questions. We've only got 13 minutes of me here. So ask your questions, and then after that, I'll be gone. So ask your questions, and after that, I'll conclude with a quote from Dr. Nicholas Kokalis. I'll conclude with that quote once that happens. And if I don't get any questions or any calls within the next 2 minutes, then I'm gonna end it with that quote. All right. So I'll still be waiting for you guys patiently. Don't forget, smash that like button. It helps my videos go out there. You get what I'm saying? So smash the like button while you're here. Don't forget about that. Okay, so I'm waiting for your questions. And smash that like button, guys. Let's get it to 30 likes. Today we've not had a lot of likes. I remember the other time we had like 90 likes while we were live. That was sick. I loved it. While we were live, we had like 90 likes. 90! I was so happy. You know what I mean? I was so happy. Yeah, guys. So I'm still waiting for your questions. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. I'm still waiting for your. Yeah, I'm still waiting for your questions, of course. Once it comes in, I'm gonna. If it doesn't, then I'll conclude quickly, and then of course we'll end this. And if I hear any news, I'll let you guys know. Anyway, so I'm gonna end with a quote from Dr. Nicholas Kokalis. So this is what Dr. Nicholas Kokalis said. He said, there is still a whole lot of work to be done before open network. Now listen, this is his quote, not me saying there is still a whole lot of work to be done before open network, but we are on our way. The name is Ray. The channel is Rays United, and the word is peace.